Meet the all-new 2027 Kia Telluride X-Pro, and it's stunning. This SUV truly exudes a high-end luxury vibe with a sleek, modern design that's bound to turn heads. The latest Telluride will hit showrooms early next year. In this video, I'll take you on a complete tour, highlighting all of its standout quirks and features. Now let's dive into the quirks and features of the completely redesigned 2027 Kia Telluride. But first, a little background. The Telluride first arrived in the US back in 2020 and quickly became a major hit. It established itself as a strong contender in the highly competitive mid-size three-row family SUV segment. Fortunately, the new Telluride retains that signature boxy look. It still feels muscular and aggressive, yet fully refreshed with a modern design. One thing hasn't changed. It still looks undeniably cool, which is a rare quality for a family SUV. In terms of size, the 2027 Telluride is quite similar to the previous model. It's slightly longer, and the wheelbase has grown by a few inches, but overall dimensions haven't changed dramatically. Kia hasn't released details about the engine lineup or powertrains yet, so we'll have to wait a little longer for that information. Pricing is also still under wraps, but I expect a full review will come out in the next few months once Kia shares all the official details. What we can explore now are the unique quirks and features of this SUV. X-Pro off-road model. Let's start with the quirks, beginning with the most obvious. It's still boxy and rugged. In fact, this is the brawniest trim of them all. The X-Pro model, which is the off-road focused version of the Telluride with several enhancements over the standard trim ground clearance, is improved, offering over 9 inches, about 1.5 inches higher than a regular Telluride. On top of that, it comes with all-terrain tires to highlight its off-road capabilities. The X-Pro also features a unique grille that looks muscular and athletic, exactly what you'd want from an off-road SUV. Beyond the grille, there are other trim-specific touches you won't find on other Telluride models. This trim also includes dual recovery hooks in the front and rear, allowing you to assist others if they get stuck while you're cruising in your X-Pro. Skid plates are available as an accessory, providing extra protection if you're tackling rough terrain. Even if you don't go with the X-Pro, it gives a solid idea of the new Telluride's overall dimensions and styling, which carry over to the other trims. If you're enjoying this deep dive, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, and consider subscribing to Clutch a Car for more content like this. And here's an idea. Let's make the comments section below a real community hub. Do you have a burning question that we didn't cover? Drop your thoughts and questions below and help each other out. I'll be jumping into the conversation too, of course, to help where I can. Interior quirks and features. Moving inside the new Telluride, you're immediately greeted by a very impressive cabin that lives up to the upscale exterior. The layout is thoughtful, the materials feel premium, and the styling is sharp. It really gives the impression of a high-end SUV interior. A standout detail is the use of manufactured carbon fiber trim. It runs along the center console and extends across the dashboard, creating a sleek, sporty look. This feature is exclusive to the X-Pro model, giving it a distinctive, rugged feel that sets it apart from other Telluride trims. Climate controls. Next, let's cover the remaining interior features, starting with the climate controls. These get their own dedicated physical switches, allowing you to adjust temperature, fan speed, and climate modes quickly and easily. There's even a small screen for the climate system, positioned between the gauge cluster and the central infotainment display. Another thoughtful touch is the dedicated buttons for seating controls. On the driver's door panel, you'll find controls for heated and ventilated seats, the heated steering wheel, seat massage, and memory settings. While many modern vehicles hide these features in touchscreen menus, the Telluride makes everything instantly accessible with real tactile buttons. Infotainment. The infotainment system in the new Telluride is similar to what you'll find in other recent Hyundai and Kia models, and it performs very well. It's responsive, easy to navigate, and laid out in an intuitive way. There are some new additions worth noting. The Telluride now supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a convenient upgrade. You can also schedule the climate control. For instance, you can have the cabin cooled and ready by 7 a.m. if you leave for work at 7:30, so it's comfortable. As soon as you get inside, Kia has also added radar sensors that monitor movement inside the vehicle. If a child or pet is accidentally left behind after locking the doors, the sensors detect it and send an alert to your Kia app, ensuring extra peace of mind and safety. Gauge cluster screen. Moving on to the gauge cluster, it remains excellent. Intuitive, easy to read, and clearly displays all the essential information, while it would be nice to have a fully configurable layout, like a full-screen map alongside your music info, which some other brands offer. Hyundai and Kia haven't included that level of customization yet. You do get some standout features, though. The blind spot cameras activate automatically when you signal a lane change, making lane changes safer and much easier. Additionally, the new Telluride comes with a larger head-up display, projecting even more key information directly onto the windshield for a more convenient driving experience. More interior quirks and features. Beyond all the tech, the Telluride's interior is packed with clever and practical touches. For instance, it comes with dual wireless phone chargers, one on each side of the center console, and Kia says this is standard across all trims, even the base model. The glove box has a hidden surprise. While it appears to have no lock at first glance, sliding a small panel reveals a concealed lock, ideal for keeping valuables secure. The center console storage is also versatile. Lift the panel for a large compartment, or press buttons on the side to convert part of it into cup holders, giving you the flexibility to prioritize storage or drinks. The headrests are made of mesh rather than traditional leather, offering comfort, breathability, and a modern style. The door handles are another unique design, pulling back like a trigger for quick, intuitive access. The gear selector is mounted on the steering column as a large stalk, with the engine start or stop button integrated. Twisting the end changes gears, back for reverse, forward for drive, and a button at the tip for park, freeing up space in the center console for additional storage and wireless chargers. The rearview mirror can switch between a standard reflection and a camera view, giving an unobstructed look behind the vehicle, even when passengers or cargo block your sight. On the steering wheel, there are two sets of drive mode buttons. Standard modes like normal, sport, and eco on the left, and terrain modes for snow, mud, and sand on the right. While terrain mode is highlighted on the X-Pro, Kia confirms it will be available on all-wheel drive Tellurides. Finally, the X-Pro adds an electronic limited slip differential. While some may prefer a mechanical locking diff, Kia says their ELSD performs even better, though its true capability will be tested once behind the wheel. Rear seating. Moving to the second row of the new Telluride, passengers will find plenty of room for knees, head, and legs, making it a very comfortable space. The upper portion of the front seat backs is wrapped in suede, rather than the typical hard plastic, adding a touch of luxury for rear occupants. The second row also comes with illuminated seatbelt buckles, making them easy to spot in low-light conditions, a small but thoughtful feature. There's a convenient drawer at the back of the front center console for storage, perfect for families, and a small pull-out shelf on top can hold food or other items, almost like a mini table for rear passengers. Rear cup holders are smartly positioned above the drawer, so there's no need to fold down the center armrest. Each side of the second row also has its own USB-C port, allowing passengers to charge devices easily. Other upscale touches include heated and ventilated seats, integrated rear sunshades in the door panels, and dedicated climate controls mounted in the ceiling. These controls allow the rear passengers to independently adjust temperature, fan speed, and air direction, creating a fully separate climate zone in the back. Getting into the third row of the new Telluride is simpler than ever. By pressing a button on the second row seat, it slides and folds forward while tilting, all without losing its shape. This makes it much easier to access the back row, especially if a car seat is installed in the second row. The third row itself is a bit snug, as is common in most three-row SUVs, but it comes well equipped. Each side features 2 cup holders, and both sides also include a USB-C port for charging devices. Luxury touches continue back here, with the upper portion of the third row seat backs wrapped in suede, echoing the premium materials used in the front and second rows. Ceiling-mounted climate vents ensure comfort for rear passengers, and there's even an available option for heated third-row seats, a feature rarely seen in this class, making long trips more comfortable for everyone. Next, let's check out the cargo space, which has plenty to offer. Even with the third row upright, the Telluride provides a generous amount of room, impressive for a mid-size SUV without needing to fold the seats down. Perfect for American families on road trips or weekend getaways. The cargo area includes a household-style power outlet, handy for tailgating or charging devices, alongside a cigarette lighter-style socket for additional accessories, giving you flexible power options. The third-row seats fold manually rather than electrically, but it's very straightforward. Pull the strap to fold the seat down and lift it to bring it back up, often quicker and simpler than motorized folding mechanisms. A clever feature is the cargo floor. Lift the loop to reveal extra storage underneath. You can tilt it partially for easy access, and inside it even has a built-in ruler in both inches and centimeters, and a couple of drink holders. Perfect for tailgating or weekend adventures across the USA. You can also clip the floor fully upright to keep it out of the way while using the storage below. One of the most useful touches is the tailgate light. It brightens the entire cargo area when open, making loading and unloading in the dark Simple Plus. You can adjust its color, warmth, and brightness using a control panel, providing a highly practical and customizable lighting setup. And that wraps up our full look at the all-new 2027 Kia Telluride. From its rugged X-Pro off-road trim to the luxurious and tech-packed interior, this SUV is truly impressive. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends and family in the USA, Canada, or anywhere you think a car lover would enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe to Clutch a Car for more in-depth car tours, reviews, and all the latest updates on the hottest vehicles coming your way. You won't want to miss our next videos. Bye for now and stay tuned for our next informative video.